Well, it's a huge honor and privilege to have Sudhir Mishra ji with us and Saurabh Shukla. Today we are having this masterclass of Sudhir Mishra ji, which will be moderated by Saurabh Shukla sahab. An amazing, I think, conversation that everyone is looking forward to, and Bollywood Hungama is part of this initiative of IFTDA. So huge pleasure to have you guys, first of all, on Bollywood Hungama. And in fact, yesterday Sudhir ji, in fact, tweeted, when I tweeted about this entire thing, that Saurabh is having some very interesting questions up his sleeve.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know I have interesting questions or not, but Sudhir always has interesting answers. I know that. So I'm quite safe.
Yeah, I think you have a way with words, and somehow you just keep on coming up with something interesting quotes. So have you prepared something? Have you?
No, I mean, that's the point of it. I mean, you know, if you have your life is your preparation. No, if you have whatever you. I mean, it just works if you just say what you at that time feel, and I mean, you are an evolving person yourself, no? So, I mean, I don't think of myself as a master, first of all. I seriously don't. And yeah, I mean, I'm flattered, honored, whatever, appreciate people's view of me. But if I start thinking like that, you know, Mr. Bachchan actually said it very interestingly that, you know, some Mayank Shekhar once asked him, were you actually this? Don't you know who you are? And you always are so modest. And he said, supposing I even believe what other people say about me, then what is going to be its use for me? How does it help me? Because I have to wipe out what I've done and go ahead, right? If I just live in jab maine jaane bhi daro likhi thi, so then, you know, that was someone else. You can't, even yourself, you cannot take the credit for, because there was so much else around at that time. So you are as good as your last film, and you have to evolve, you have to change. A lot of young directors claim they admire me, and I appreciate that, but I admire them. I just saw Chauthi Koot, this guy, Govinder, I mean, what a filmmaker. So, you know, you're stunned by sometimes, and that's the magic of cinema, that anyone can come, you know, whizzing past you and make this outstanding film, and you're left speechless and applauding, you know.
Absolutely. In fact, talking about Jaane Bhi Do Yaro, the name Sudhir is part of the movie as well, which is something I think has become iconic too. Saurabh ji, just now Ashwini ji was telling that you have, I think, a long-standing relationship with Sudhir Mishra. Could you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, I mean, I came in 1993. I came to Mumbai, and the first one, the first person who actually gave me a professional job was Sudhir. So he gave me to write a film, and that's how we started. He saw Bandit Queen. Renu was the editor of the film, Renu Saluja, and so that's how I met Sudhir. And I think if I can claim this, that not for Sudhir but for myself, that the oldest friend I have in this city is Sudhir, because Sudhir is constantly here. Though Shekhar I knew before Sudhir, Shankar Kapoor. A year back I met him, but Shekhar is either here or he's in London or he's in America, but Sudhir is pretty much here. So I can always just call him and go for a cup of tea. And yes, I have realized this, that after I met him, I don't know why, Sudhir, I don't think that has made any film in which I'm not there. So I'm definitely there.
Yeah, he was not there in Inkar, so I made him just do a little song.
Yeah, I just did a song. Yeah. So, but I was there, always there. And
whenever I get confused about a part, I give it to Saurabh, because I know he'll sort of fill in what I have not been able to manage in that part, you know.
Sudhir ji, looking at your filmography, you've always had this entire inclination towards progressive cinema and bringing in progressive thought, socialistic thought as well. How important is it that for a filmmaker to just strive, at least? It is said that maybe cinema can't change the society, but at least to strive to just impact the society in some way or the other.
Well, you know, I mean, you try and do things, you reflect. Actually, it's not so much in your control. Huh? You do what you can do best, right? So I come from a certain background. I belong to a certain generation. I was born in a certain family. I have a specific father who's a mathematician. So I have to look at probability and not certainty. I have, like, some people are born in a religious background, so they think of religion, what has been put in their heads is some mantras or some other things or religious thoughts. My environment is free thought. What my father first whispered is nothing is certain, everything is probability. This might happen, that happens. So I don't belong, I've been identified with some kind of ideology, but I think life escapes ideology. The magic of life is something else. So you follow and you tend to find something in the film. You are also finding something that you don't know. It's an adventure. So you try and do what you can, and you hope to engage, entertain, engross, provoke. Make people laugh, cry, do all the good things that a film is supposed to do and write it correctly in an engaging way. And hopefully your unconscious thing, because you are political, I am a political being, which doesn't mean that it's a politics, but I believe political means that we are knowing how we are all controlled. So religion tries to control you, the state tries to control you, corporations try to control you. The individual is always being, and to attempt to break free, to know how you are being controlled and to be free. The Politburo of a party also tries to control you. So I mean, I'm not a elementary communist. I don't think Stalin was a great man, like many communists do. So you see, I mean, you're pro people or pro human beings, right? That's all, and you're inquisitive and sometimes therefore cruel, because sometimes the truth is not so pleasant. What can you do?
Fantastic. Theory of probability and nothing is certain. So fantastic, actually, analogies. Finally, Saurabh, I think you must be waiting to just start with your masterclass after all this invigorating discussions. What's your favorite Sudhir Mishra film?
There are many, but definitely before I met Sudhir, his first film definitely was very, very interesting. But the second film which he made, Main Zinda Hoon, that was the second film? That was the second film. And when I saw that film, I was all surrounded by these Bollywood films and whatever was the norm at that point of time. And when I saw that film, it was very real. But the great thing in that was, we always thought, when I was young, I always thought, and
You're still young, sir.
Yes, I am still young, but slightly matured, that's all. I mean, people think that realism or anything, if you want to say in a very normal, which connects with the real life, tends to become boring. But Sudhir's films have never been boring. They always move like thrillers, or you can say whatever pace you call it. But that's what I think he keeps saying, that tell whatever story you want to tell, but make it engaging, make it worth listening, engage people. Sure. So that was the great quality, and Sudhir is one of them, and there are many filmmakers of that time which inspired me. And I thought that you can say any story, but you have to tell it with a certain craft and certain this thing, so that it becomes interesting and entertaining.
Absolutely. Khoya Khoya Chand is one of my all-time favorite film of yours as well, in terms of...
it's my favorite film. I think it's my...
the entertainment part, the music was very good as well.
I think it's my best film, and most not understood, because everybody thought it was about Meena Kumari. So said, oh, Soha is not like Meena Kumari, but we are not making a biography of Meena Kumari. I think Soha was fantastic in the film. Shiny was very good, and I think it was about us, and it's the most autobiographical of my films. It's about a filmmaker. There's a lot of my own family background in the film. It was about failure also, and every artist has to confront failure.
Sure.
And it was actually what I did in Khoya Khoya Chand, which nobody got. So I mean, that it was based like a 60s. It was a film about the 60s. So I took a typical 60s plot, and then all the 60s film plots also had stock characters. So there was a villain, there's a hero, there's a vamp, there's a friend. There's a comedian. These are the stock characters. So, but the hero was not heroic. Yeah. The shiny character. The heroine was, could be corrupted. She was not virginal saint. The vamp had good aspirations. She wanted beauty. She wanted to do a good film. She also had aspired. The friend wanted the heroine. The villain, which is Prem Kumar, the Rajat Kapoor character, had compassion in the end. The comedian had nobility. The Khosa character had also passion. So I tried to break. It was not just a film about the backdrop was in the 60s. It was the story was like the 60s. You know, the value system, and then because we were making it now, we were making them break free.
Bit of Guru Dutt as well.
Yeah, but Guru Dutt inspires us all. He's always sitting in our heads, no? Sure. We can't escape him.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. Lovely talking to you. Thanks a lot. And all the best wishes for today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.